What up, guys? Welcome back to Locker Room Logic, episode 8. I'm your.
9. We's
Oh, it's
on
9?
9.
Damn, bro. I
Yes.
forgot.
We's on 9.
Episode 9, bro. I forgot we had took a week off. Holiday. Episode 9. I'm your host, Matt Kane.
And I'm your co-host Charles Cannon. And like he said, welcome back. Locker room logic where sports meets the culture.
Yes, sir.
And it's been a hope y'all enjoyed y'all break. We sure did. It's been the NBA's been going off a little crazy the last week.
Speaking of culture, bro, what happened last night, bro?
What happened this morning?
This
Really,
morning,
as we was all rested. You know what happened.
they waived the point god.
They waived
The
him.
disrespect for this two-time Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to be a two-time Hall of Fame. That is a terrible move by the Clippers. I don't know what they're thinking. If I'm being quietly honest.
Oh no, I got your ad. Oh,
Oh, bad, bad, bad.
yeah, the breaking news part. Unless
Um,
I added all my stuff in the wrong thing, but
yeah. If I'm being quite honest, the Clipper like Kawhi Leonard set the Clippers back at least 10 years.
yeah, you set him back 10 years. Yeah.
And Paul George, we was just talking about what he did. He sent him back another 5 years, so
Oh
that's
yeah, I got. So
15
we both
years.
got the same notes then. So
That's
like,
straight. Yeah, I be using them too. So, but yeah, bro. Waving him. With that being said, where you think he should go? Because he needs to finish out his final season, and if not, I want him to play another season. Then
he not playing
he
another
need to
season.
play
I'm not
another.
gonna
He
lie.
got it.
He already, bro. He put on that happy retirement weight, and like he not gonna
Nah,
he
he
not gonna
only
come
did
back.
that because they
But
wasn't playing him,
yeah,
bro. LA
but
wasn't playing
honest,
him.
I mean they was playing him a little. He played what, a couple days ago.
Yeah,
Yeah. But Um, honestly, I don't know where he could go. Like I say, if we still want to do the whole return to home thing, he can go to Charlotte because he's from North Carolina,
yeah,
and because he could teach Lamelo, the ways on how to really be a point guard,
yeah.
or like go to the team that drafted him, New Orleans. Like I guess they don't need him, but hey, at least one of those two teams would be a little sentimental in a way.
Yeah,
But
yeah, we could because I can't hold it no more. I do not like what I'm seeing from the Knicks. Mike Brown is a terrible coach. There, I said it. He, we don't have the pieces to run his play style. He's trying to use Cat as like Demontis Sabonis. That's not him. And Cat soft. Cat is so soft. He can't play down low. He was getting killed down low by um like Jordan Walsh last night. Jordan Walsh was grabbing rebounds over him late in the fourth quarter. I'm like, what is this?
mhm.
He can't play that. And then I be seeing like Flair, like I see the ball be moving sometimes, and we go on like these hot streaks, like with 2 possessions. But then after that, we don't do nothing. Like oh my god, yeah,
But
Mike Brown. I don't know what he's doing. He's not a good head coach, and it's proven with his track record. Um, I think like yeah, he's using the bench guys and using all these pieces and putting them together. But at the end of the day, the bench is not producing either,
yeah, because after last night, y'all officially 13-7, which is the same record I'm pretty sure as the Hawks. I'm not gonna lie.
and that's crazy.
Like, yeah. Actually, let me check because I might be tweaking. Let me fact check that. But yeah, I don't know what to say. Like,
It's
I
sad.
barely to some, I guess, somewhat better news. Yesterday they dropped the monthly awards for
Mhm.
this is the first round of monthly awards. I'm pretty sure because they combine October and November, right?
Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
do that sometimes.
So rookies of the month: Cooper Flag for the West, Con Knipple from the East.
That was shocker. I
Two,
didn't know. I didn't think he was that
bro,
good.
he's been a bright spot for Charlotte, honestly. Because like Charlotte, we know these past couple years hasn't had the best identity in terms of
Yeah.
players. They don't look like they want to win. But
Yeah,
I feel like with a
trade
guy,
talks too
yeah,
with Lamelo is trade
but
talks.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Anything
Um,
can happen.
But with Con Knipple, I think having a rookie like him brings helps the older guys like Lamelo realize like, damn, I should like
Yeah,
I
I'm
should like
really
lock
like
in. I'm no longer that young like
yeah,
star anymore. I'm like I'm I mean, he's still young, but like he been in the
I
league what
mean,
5 years now.
yeah, he been in
So
the
it's
league for
like
5, 6 years.
it's like you at that point in the career where you can't even mess around no more. And
Exactly.
to have a guy like Con Knipple on your team to bring good productive minutes because what he's averaging 18 points per 6 rebounds, 3 assists, which is pretty good.
Yeah,
He's already one of the best shooters in the
yeah,
league
he's
with
shooting at a
41
41%.
percent from the three.
Yeah,
He's
that.
already on pace to break I forgot what it was. I think he's already on pace to pass like one of Curry's 3-point shooting seasons.
Yeah, I think it might have been like his younger season, like 2013 or
Well,
14.
yeah, I think
One
it
of,
was
one
it
of the
was one of
younger
those
ones.
years, but
But
it's just crazy to see how much someone like
yeah,
him has had impact. And then he was teammates with
with
Cooper
Flag,
Flag,
yeah,
so
they
like
both went to Duke. Both was like freshmen. Obviously, Flag was like he reclassed, so he's like hella young. So to see both of them get the rookies of the month is crazy because we haven't seen that in a minute.
and
Tell you,
then we got defensive players of the month. I had to look at this one this morning.
that's
Actually, I was looking at it
crazy.
last night, but most looking at it this morning
That's
too.
crazy.
Case and Wallace for the
Casey
West.
Wallace, bro.
You bro.
He a rookie or this is second
Casey, this is
second
like
year?
second year, third year. Yeah, he been in the league for a little bit,
Because I
but
know he been on that bench.
yeah, that's what everybody do in OKC. We put him on the bench, and then
The
and then
only person I like in OKC right now is
this is
Mark
third year.
Dagnall.
This is third year. Yeah,
Alright,
you only like Mark
the
Dagnall
only person I like is Mark Dagnall,
because he an actual coach. He not like
because
Steve
he
Kerr.
where he come from though.
Oh God, UConn.
Where he come from,
Yeah, UConn. But
the basketball capital of the world.
yeah, to get on the Case and Wallace, and then for the East of Scotty Barnes.
Hmm.
Case and Wallace he's averaging 2 steals a game, net defensive net rating of a 102, which is six in the NBA, and he is one of 7 players that on the Oklahoma City Thunder that are top 10 in defensive net rating. You know who's number one?
Who's number one?
Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso.
They not
The
that
goat.
good.
The goat. But yeah, freaking I'm excited to see, you know,
Game.
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he was a dude to get moved in the future, but he is a good guy. Like, he
Yeah, I
definitely
got pieces,
yeah, we
so it
got pieces
really
to move around. So like, if he were to go to a team like the Knicks that need defense, you
exactly. And
know,
he a guard too. We need defensive guards.
and he can shoot a little. His stats not don't amaze you, but when you watch his game, it's like all right, now I can see why the Thunder play him so much. And then
Exactly.
we got Scotty Barnes. In my opinion, probably one of the most underrated players in the league. Averaging a steal, net defensive rating of 109, which I want to say is top 20 in the league, top 15. But Grady Dick surprisingly has a higher defensive net rating than him,
Really.
and because
And they
I
didn't give him
think
defensive player of the month.
nah, which is surprising,
Yeah,
but
that's
who knows? There's
crazy.
probably some other stuff that played into it. Um,
I mean, Scotty Barnes is making 100 million and change. So of course they gonna look at the top
yeah, but
guy basically.
Grady Dick defensive rating is I think seventh, or yeah, I think he's
Hmm.
7, and then Chet goes 8 and is 8.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, I
So
think he's like 7.
yeah,
But
man. I mean, I'm just glad to see people playing defense now. So
yeah, and then players of the month. Just quickly go through those. No surprise, Jokic for the West, and
yeah,
then
what's
Cade
new?
Cunningham for the East. It was like really. I mean, I guess you could have given Giannis the East, but he was injured for a little bit,
Nah, you
compared
can't.
more than compared to Cade. But Jokic being out west, of course, averaging a triple double, shooting 62% from the field,
I mean,
44% basically from the
basically,
three.
yeah.
Who the hell is he?
Bro, I don't know,
Who the hell is this man?
I ain't gonna lie. I
Cause
stopped watching Nuggets games because he was moving so slow, bro. I was watching a game. I was watching a game. He was going off,
which
but
game?
who's the last person they played? I forgot
They
who
just played
they
the
played. I think it was over. It was
Jazz.
over break. I'm sitting there watching it. I'm like, yo, why am I getting tired just
Cause
watching this man,
I
bro?
literally just seen it too. I'm tweaking.
Exactly.
No, it was the Mavericks. It was the Mavericks. I'm
Mavericks,
down.
exactly
No.
Mavericks. Bro, I'm
Oh
sitting
no,
there watching
that
the
was Monday.
game, and I'm like, bro, this man's moving slow. But then, so I turn the game off. Then I go back to look at. I see his stats. I'm like, he went off.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my gosh, bro. Like I
Yeah.
ain't even see him move.
I'm telling you, bro, he just like Timmy D. It don't look sexy, but hey, he gonna get you 30, 30, and 30 if he could. Yeah,
He could.
he had 20 rebounds, 13 assists, 29 points.
He like, how
Shit.
did he grab? How does he grab all these boards, bro?
no other team. It's like it's hard. I don't know. It's hard to explain because like you gotta really watch the game. But like
Exactly.
he's such like a round body
He
player.
is, bro.
And then he faster for his size
He
though. Even though
is.
he a
He
little
is.
slow, he's still faster for his size.
He is. He
And
is.
then I'm not gonna lie, most of the bigs in the league is injured. Like he played Anthony Davis.
And also, like, you
Like
gotta look at. I feel like this goes back to what I've always been saying. Um, NBA teams are not really like making defensive schemes no more for people. Obviously, the talent is much better, but they're we're not really the only team that's really playing team defense on people is OKC. Every other team is not really playing team defense. Everything is like one on one. Like I said, running up and down the court. So of course Giannis is gonna like he not running fast, but he if when he there he gonna get a rebound, a long rebound, and then kick it out. You know,
mhm.
so that's pretty much it. So
Yeah, and then to really before we get into the main stuff, you know, we gotta see who could build a better starting lineup of straight power forwards. We gonna go
you know
back
it's
and
me.
forth,
You know it's me.
and then the list I have is just this was supposed to be my options. I'm not sure if you had any
I
options.
did. I saw your list and then I automatically had a counter option.
So like we just gonna go back and forth rapidly. We're gonna start with the point guard position. You go.
I'm gonna do somebody younger than a old like Demontis Sabonis at the point guard power forward position.
Okay. At the point guard position, I have to go with Draymond. Draymond, bro, ultimate
He
point guard.
he ah, he
Just
garbage, bro.
what he,
He
bro. I'm not
garbage,
gonna lie. He the reason why that word system works. Like if
bro.
there was
I ain't
no
gonna
like
lie.
you take him out of that system, like Kenyon, bro. This is the main reason why I started this
Nah,
because of
if
Kenyon
you
Martin
say
bum ass, bro.
okay,
I'm
put some
sorry.
respect on my man's name.
Bro.
He a
I'm
dog.
sorry. I'm sorry, but like compared to Draymond and what he can contribute to a team, Kenyon Martin not that good.
If you
Like he's
take
good.
Draymond out and put Kenyon in,
They don't
they
win.
they five beating.
No, they
They
not,
five. Go look at what
bro.
Kenyon was doing
He was
to
not
Shaq and
playmaking.
Kobe. Go look at what Kenyon was
Go
doing
look
to
at what he was
all these
doing to the
niggas,
Spurs. 3 for 23. That's all I gotta say,
bro. That all
bro.
right. That we talking about the Spurs, bro. What he do to Shaq and Kobe, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
Didn't they get swept?
See, you looking into it too deep.
Nigga, they got
You looking
swept.
into it too
Nigga,
deep.
you didn't
It
realize
it don't.
the Nets had to face in 2002 the prime Shaq and Kobe,
Yes,
and then there's like word we going back to oh damn the Spurs. Yes,
bro.
bro. With a rookie Manu, second or third year Tony, and then they had an old ass David Robinson.
All right, who do you want on your team? You want a little puppy like Draymond, or do you want a dog, a
Draymond is a
Rottweiler?
you do realize that nigga from Detroit, right?
It don't matter where he not, bro. But he not a dog. He's still a little puppy.
He the only man to get a triple double without points.
I understand that, and that's all good and fine. But he only bark because his teammate Steph Curry. Yeah, I promise you, if he was on any other team,
That could
he,
use a playmaking big,
no,
defensive, and a
bro.
good defensive
If he was
schemer,
on any other team, he
bro.
would have got kicked out of the league.
Yeah, maybe kicked out of the league, but I'm saying he still would have contributed some winning. Like if he was on a
Nah,
team,
bro. Nah, bro.
like if he was a like what's the
He
team?
needs to be. He needs to thank Stephen Clay for all they did for him.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure he appreciates Steph and
I
Clay,
don't nah, but he
but
be
like
talking hot. Like he be
I mean that's
disrespecting people.
that's how he is.
He a
Like
puppy, bro. Like he ain't have to play these big top dogs, bro. If he had to play Kenyon Martin, Dennis Rodman, Rasheed Wallace, like come on, nigga. If he had to play Rasheed Wallace, bro,
you're talking about the same man that had to guard LeBron,
it's
KD,
LeBron, it's KD.
Timmy D. Not even a prime Timmy D,
That
old Timmy
old
D, and
Timmy
Timmy D
D,
was still busting ass.
and he still bust them ass because
Giannis, Jokic.
first of all, he don't even play D like that on them no more. But I don't want Kenyon Martin. If you
All right,
switch them out, bro,
let's
Kenyon
move
Martin
on.
is a dog.
Shooting
Shout
guard,
out to Kenyon Martin. You
shooting guard. I got who you got? Cause
shooting guard power forward. I like the option that you picked was Lamar Odom because he is very underrated in terms of like stretch big men, stretch fours.
I mean the
Um,
first half of his career, yeah.
yeah, like
Second
he
half he was on
played.
coke,
Yeah,
but
this bro, he still won two championships, bro.
still on coke.
This nigga, bro. But yeah, he was very underrated in that regard. He played most of his career at the small forward and played like that playmaking type
Hmm.
scoring. So I do put Lamar at the two. So it was
Where so I'll
Giannis and
take Dirk.
Lamar.
I'll be taking Dirk.
Yeah.
You know, small forward. I'll take Giannis because I know you don't want him, so I'll take Giannis.
And I actually don't know who I'm gonna put at my small forward as a power. Oh,
Go with your dog, Kenyon Martin.
Rasheed Wallace. Rasheed
Rashid,
Wallace.
Rashid,
Rasheed Wallace.
Rashid, the man with the most fucking what
Tech.
text, and then also got kicked out of the most
Yeah,
games.
he
So
got
like,
most
hey, I got
ejections.
Draymond, you got Rashid. We both got crash outs.
Yeah, bro.
Power forward. I'll let you pick this
If
one first.
you all right, I'm gonna pick KG. But
Uh,
if you pick if you pick Timmy D, I'm gonna be mad
why? Because
because
he
I was
better.
gonna have Timmy D at my center.
All right, where you take Timmy D then? Because you know who I'm at power forward.
Oh,
The round mound of rebound. Sir Charles.
bro,
So
he
Charles
getting
Barkley.
Charles Barkley, bro.
Charles Barkley. And then you say you got Timmy D
I
at
got
center?
Timmy D at center. Yeah.
Word. Then I'm gonna go with Carl Malone.
Bro, we
Carl
shitting on
Malone.
that. We shitting on him, bro.
Hey,
Carl
Carl
Malone.
Malone gonna touch up all on you.
Pause.
He's already
Pause.
doing
Bro, edit that shit out, bro. Yo, this
it.
nigga like that to camera. Yo. So
Bro.
in other news,
J
Jay
Dub is back. I'm not even sure if I'm doing it right, but fuck it.
this nigga,
J
bro.
Dub back. You know
I
his
don't really
first.
got too much to say
Yeah, I
about
don't
J
got too
Dub.
much to say on him either because you know the Thunder are 21-1 now after last night when we beat the Warriors. But J Dub, his first game back against the Suns, yeah, it wasn't even televised, so no one really got to watch it. But based off his stats and like the highlights I saw, his game, the first game back, kind of went how I expected. He couldn't really score. You know, shot kind of off this. You know, we're gonna give him the at least 15 games a year. Really get his mojo back, but you know, it was good to see him back. He's bringing back even more greater defense that the Thunder need. Um, you know, pushing for 70 games. I don't really know what to say. It's good to have him back. Good to have, you know, our Scottie Pippen back. Yeah,
Yeah,
shit.
I'm just
It's,
done with watching basketball as a whole.
and then speaking of another man who came back from injury not too long ago, and
Injury? It's sciatic. You mean
sciatica.
old age?
Yeah, and the man who's coming back from sciatica nerve damage. LeBron. I don't want to spend too much time on this. All I just gotta say, LeBron, bro, just say you want to retire
Nah,
because,
the shit he did though that
bro,
in
there
that
is no
game.
way another grown ass man should have to come yell at you and then call timeout to get your attention,
Like,
and he
come on,
still wasn't moving his
exactly,
ass.
exactly, bro.
Like,
Like,
bro,
I'm
you
not gonna
brought him
lie,
to the team.
exactly,
And you not
exactly.
listening to bro?
Yeah, the
What?
what LeBron's doing right now, like this, what gets me mad with LeBron is because he's doing stuff to hurt, like, kind of hurts his legacy, but then he'll make these have these media say something in the media like, oh, I'm gonna go, and get mad at people when you say I'm not the when we say he's not the goat, but you do stuff that like help our argument. You know what I'm saying? Like I like LeBron. I don't have a decision in the GOAT thing because of LeBron has been making some stupid choices.
Yeah.
So
And like I said last episode, if you're gonna come back and we know you're not gonna produce the numbers that you were producing last year, boom, take on that Draymond Green power forward playmaking role. Like, sit there, play make, get rebounds, and score when you can.
exactly,
Cause bro, like that game really, especially against the Suns, really pissed me off because not only was he not scoring, bro, he had like 4 points going into the fourth quarter. So it was
mm,
like, all right, boom, his 10-point streak might end tonight.
exactly.
No, he wants to go out there,
In
get
the
the 10
fourth quarter,
points,
yeah,
and then
check
check
himself out.
himself out. It's like, bro,
Like that, I ain't gonna lie. Like that's exactly what I'm saying. How he's proving everybody's point of why they don't call him the GOAT because now people gonna look at you like, bro, that's kind of selfish in a way. Like I heard somebody say it was like narcissism or whatever. But like and I could see why because it's like you're just gunning for stats at your age. And it's like you shouldn't do that. You should literally if you don't wanna play as hard or score as much, literally like Just be the leader that everybody knows you are.
Yeah.
Like, but laughing with the Suns bench and staying in the game until you get the 10 points, like that was just goofy
Yeah, it's
and
like you
corny.
might as well just say like you're ready to retire. Because I'm not gonna lie, I
Yeah,
seen Lucas like added like the rest is
yeah,
like the way he was carrying himself throughout the rest of the game. He seemed a little frustrated because like
yeah.
LeBron, like what the fuck are you doing?
You brought
Why
this man
like
here when he didn't want to, and now he's like just fucking around with
yeah, it's like if you want to go laugh with the Suns bench, go put your street clothes on and go
him.
laugh with the Suns bench. Because like bro,
Basically,
now you just look at this point just announce that you're gonna retire.
yeah,
Like then you know you're gonna have these Brown fans saying, "Oh, bro, but it's 10 points for 20 something years." All right, bro,
yeah,
it can
bro.
end. Like we don't give a fuck
Yeah,
no
it
more.
really can't.
Like
At this point, I would want to see LeBron. Like I always wanted to see LeBron go out on a high note. But if he does stuff like this, I'm not gonna appreciate it as much. Like say if he just averaged 10 points, like not average 15 or 16. Say if he just averaged 10 points, but the Lakers have a good season, that's still a win for Bron, and I will appreciate him going out like that. But if the season is just gonna be a whole bunch of like yada yada,
mhm.
then it's like Bron, like what did like you could have retired back in 21 or 2022 when you were still producing at a high level.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
I mean, and it's not like they're having a bad season. Like personally, the Lakers don't need him because they've showed it when he was
Exactly.
out. Like they're
Exactly.
second in the West at 15 and 5. You know, so they're doing good. It's just if you're going to have a like, oh, I don't really care attitude, it's like, all right, boom, we could just sit you the rest of the season
Exactly.
and just
And
pay
it's
you.
and also he's getting paid 52 million. So it's like they can't really do nothing with his age in that contract. It's not like they could trade him. If they release him, there's like losing money basically. So they can't really do nothing to him.
Yeah, like
So it's like now he's just damaging the team in a business aspect.
And speaking of another player getting paid hella money just to do nothing. Well, I wouldn't say do nothing, but you know when very inconsistent, he don't do nothing.
Yeah.
So Zach Levine, other
Yeah.
last week, a couple days ago, getting yelled at by a fan, telling him like,
That was
if you
interesting. I'm not gonna
like
lie.
that was interesting when I first heard it. Then I really seen like I really saw videos and people like breaking down the situation,
Yeah.
and then they was like, that fan was spitting the truth because Russell Westbrook wasn't saying nothing.
Yeah.
Like Russell Westbrook just sitting there
Yeah.
letting it happen, and Russell Westbrook he's a guy to quick to defend his teammates,
Yeah. His
and
teammate's name and all
and
that.
then it's like yeah, Zach, you're having an okay season. You're averaging 21, 3, 2, 49% from the field, 37 from the three. But it's like, bro, you're getting paid 47 million this season, which I'm pretty sure he's like top 5 or top 10 in
Hmm.
contracts right
Yeah.
this year. And it's like, and I'm honestly I'm convinced it's all the dudes signed under Rich Paul. But it's like, bro, when your shots aren't falling in high school and college, you're told, all right, boom, play defense, get rebounds, and
Do the other things.
do the little things. This dude don't even play fucking defense.
Yeah.
It's like you sit there. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, this is why you had to leave Chicago because you
Mm,
wasn't doing nothing in Chicago
yeah.
besides dropping a couple buckets every now and then. But when your shots weren't falling, you were just sitting there.
Yeah.
And
Nah.
it's like the team is already like bad enough. They're freaking 5-16, so it's not like they're paying you to win.
Yeah.
They're just paying you to actually do your fucking job, which is play
They're paying you to
basketball.
sell tickets, and
Yeah,
that's pretty much all those big names on the team right now. They're just paying you to sell tickets,
yeah,
and
and this is why like I feel like the Kings need to trade DeMontis Sabonis because he's the
yeah,
last good player for that team,
yeah,
especially from when they was just the number one seed. What 3 years ago?
literally,
3 4 years ago? Because it's
literally,
like, bro, come on, like yeah, y'all ain't doing nothing. So, bro, at least play your hardest, to give your fans an
yeah.
entertaining
That's
game. Because there's no way you're gonna tell another fan go home when it's like, motherfucker, you go home. If you
yeah.
not doing your job, you might as well go home too.
That's the line that I feel like a lot of people don't understand when it comes to fans and paying a ticket and watching the game. Like a lot of the players, everybody has a phone, they podcast or whatever, they say stuff like, oh, the fans, they come to see us or whatever. But at the end of the day, yes, we can't get out there on the floor with you guys. Y'all are high top athletes, but but also it's the fact that we're paying our money. Some people bring their kids. Like we want to see a good basketball game and just want to see high level athletes play their heart out. Whether that's scoring a lot of points or whether that's like getting a good stop, good dunk, whatever. Like we just want to see people play their heart up.
Yeah, and that's why teams like the freaking who has the most like loyal fan base? You would say, or not? I'm just like skipping fan bases. Players like Anthony Edwards.
Mm.
Anthony Edwards literally has said like he tries his hardest to get out. Unless he's feeling, if he's feeling less than like 60%, he's still going to play because
Yeah,
who knows? There could be a fan out there that paid their last bit of money just to see him, and now that he's not playing, it's like, damn, I can't.
and that's the problem now because we're like Zach Levine. Like I'm not gonna say he doesn't care, but I feel like there's some that goes on where it's like, all right, I have all this money, I got paid all this money, I'm getting paid more money. Let me just like coast and see if a team picks me up to win a championship. I feel like a lot of guys have that mentality once they get into the back half of their career.
Mhm.
But think about why Jordan played until he was like 37, 38 at a high level. Why do all these guys playing at a high level? It's because they took care of their body, and two, they gave it their all. So like we shouldn't, once like players get like 32, 33, and then when they play and they getting paid all this money, still give maximum effort because one, the human body, the male's human body, is it's at its physical peak from 25 to 35. So you get the most out of that in 10 years and then still get some from 36, 37, 38. Like just play hard basketball, hard fought basketball, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because where
It's
does Zach
crazy, man. I don't understand
Zach
it.
Levine is 17 in terms of contract now, but
Hmm.
for the year,
That's crazy because a lot of people are getting paid 40 to 50 million,
damn,
bro.
Damian Lillard. Dang, I didn't realize how much money the Bucks gave him.
Bro, everybody,
He getting
there's
paid
so many
68
players.
million this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
There's a lot of.
Hmm. Yeah, Zach Levine is number 19. I said 10. I'm done. Maybe number 19, but still top 20 and getting paid this season. You're making 47 plus million. These contracts
And he
really.
deserved all that money, bro. I'm a fan of Zach Levine. I loved his game since he came out of UCLA. So he deserved all that money. It's now it's the fact that it's like, all right, you should like at least ask for a trade to like trade you somewhere where you could produce. You know what I'm saying? And
If the
telling them,
players in 2016 free agency could see these contracts now, they'd
yeah,
be like,
facts.
damn.
Yeah, the contracts that we get, that's a big problem too in the NBA. They're giving out way too many big contracts.
Because I'm looking at Tatum's, he's making 54 in this year, but by 27, by 28, 29, by 29, 30, I think this is a player option.
Mm.
If he takes that extension, he'll be making 71 million.
And that's absurd. That is absurd.
It's going to get
Absurd
to the
in my
point where
opinion.
players are getting $1 billion
Yeah,
contracts, which, in my
exactly.
opinion, hell no.
But that's the thing. Like, we can't. We're giving these players all this money, but these players don't are not worth it in terms of working hard. Like, or put it like this: your job is to play basketball. Something you love doing since you was a kid. Just keep that joy of playing basketball and don't let the money determine what you do. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, don't get the money and be like, oh, I'm getting paid all this money. I could do whatever the if I want. Like,
Hmm.
why do that? Like,
Yeah.
you getting paid. This is your job at the end of the day, and you should be blessed that you're grateful to do it and create generational wealth.
Yeah. Then it's like, all right, boom. If you're not in a situation where winning is heavy, but still like you're getting paid to play basketball, like
Yeah,
give it your all,
exactly.
because then you're gonna have you have guys like, might as well switch over now, but you have guys like Jalen Johnson.
Hmm.
Jalen Johnson's not a bigger name like Zach Levine, but he's still like a fifth year player who's showing how good he could be.
Hmm.
Because this season, without Trey Young being injured, I think he only played like 5 games. So Trey Young been injured the last 10 games. I want to say 20, not 10, 10, 15. Um, Jalen Johnson's averaging 23 points per 10 rebounds, 7 assists. That's basically a triple double. At
Yeah,
like
that
three
kind
more
of
assists, that's
is.
almost a triple
That
double.
yeah.
And then he's shooting 54% from the field, 41% from the three. Like, And it's not like he's not. It's not like when you watch the game, it's not like he's just out there chucking shots. He's actually a pretty good player. Like his
Yeah,
game is slow, it's not flashy. Him and freaking what's that? Dyson Daniels. Him and Dyson Daniels play
who's
pretty.
also a good defender too. Dyson Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good defender. I think he averages like 1.2 steals a game or
Yeah,
whatever.
didn't he just when he win DPOY last year?
Yeah, he won
Yeah, I'm about to
DPOY
say
last year.
he won DPOY. Like yeah, Jalen Johnson doing great. He's helping the Hawks to what they're what I just seen it. They've won. I think they're 15 and like 6, 15 and 7. Oh no, I might be tweaking. But yeah, you have guys who aren't big names. No, they're 13 and 9 instead of 15. They're 13 and 9, which is seventh in the East.
Hmm.
But like,
That's a plane.
for Atlanta, that's a good season.
Yeah,
Like they're out there giving the fans what they want. Like they're giving them entertaining basketball, good quality basketball.
yeah,
And they may not be winning the most, but they're still doing some winning. Even if they
yeah,
were losing, Atlanta fans will still be happy because
yeah,
now they have guys that can, potentially be all stars, like a Jalen Johnson. Like,
yeah.
with the trade deadline being what, a month and a half
Yeah,
away
about
now.
a month and a half,
But
2 months maybe,
guys like Giannis already looking like he want to get traded because he bro Giannis do this every what 2 years.
2 years.
He delete everything off his Instagram, off his
Yeah.
Twitter, Milwaukee based,
Mm-hmm.
and then they make a move, and boom, he's happy again. But this time, honestly, I think he's actually ready to go because when they lost to the Suns last week, or yeah, when they lost the
Yeah.
bubble game. Yeah, when they lost the no, well, I'm done. To the Knicks. When they lost the bubble game to the Knicks, I was
Another
like,
scary game.
in my opinion, I was like, yeah, he done after this because like he was doing so much, but the team around him wasn't like they
Yeah.
looked discombobulated, and for a guy of his quality and just to be, especially at his age, what 30, 31,
Yeah, he like
um,
30, 31.
and he's still putting up monster numbers, improving his game, more improved in my opinion to where it was when they won the championship.
Yeah.
So it's like if he's still putting up great numbers and being able to do this, like, and but he's losing, and he's getting frustrated about it. It's time to let him go.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying
Where you think they should send him
where
to?
they should send him
Where
to.
they
That's
should
the
send him to?
thing. Who the
His
who
contract big as
knows
fuck too, so
and that's the thing. These contracts are so huge. You can't trade players no more.
exactly.
It's like like and then if you try to trade players, the quality of the players don't match up.
Exactly. Then
Like
you're trading one player with a big contract who could be your top guy, and then you're trading like
two, three
two,
players
three
that can make up
players.
that contract money, but
Yeah.
quality wise don't meet up to
Exactly.
that player.
Exactly.
And but honestly, if he were to leave, I guess send him to Miami. If you like,
Could
just
send
to
him to
keep him
Miami.
out east, because I don't think, yeah, that's another star in the West. I
Yeah.
don't think he'll
Yeah.
go out west. So either send him to Miami, uh, who knows, send him to Atlanta. Trade him for
You
Chris Stops.
you could. You could.
Um, I don't really know. There's not really
Um.
much places where he could go because it's like I
I
said,
definitely like
contract.
Miami. You could definitely send him to Miami. You could trade swap him for Tyler Hero. That way Tyler Hero is going back to Milwaukee where he's from. Um, so that could work. Also, trade him to New York.
Trade him to New York.
Get Carl Anthony Towns out of there. Now look, you trade him to New York. Now, all right, we don't really have shooting like that. So here's what you do: trade Mitchell Robinson because that way you don't have double bigs who can't really shoot. Trade Mitchell Robinson. Now you gonna trade him for you need a younger backup center. I like you could go to the Mavs and get Derek Lively.
They're not gonna trade him. They're not gonna
Either Derek Lively or Daniel Gafford could do that. I've been seeing a lot of talks about that. So that way, and then from there on, we could just revamp the roster with like key shooters and stuff like that.
trade.
Um, for a third trade to St. Giannis, I wouldn't. I don't really know where else to send them. Like probably Atlanta, maybe for Kristaps. But other than that, yeah,
Man, it's one of those. He's one of those weird players. Like you just gonna have to play out your contract, gang, and
yeah,
and
bro.
go get signed in free agency. Because let me see. Because I think I think Giannis has what 2 more years left on his
Mhm.
contract, but it's like yeah, he's 30. He turns 31 literally in 3 days. Um, where can you send Giannis? Like, and then what's a player? What's another? Why I'm looking up his contract? What's another player?
What to trade?
Yeah,
All right, so here's the thing. Like I was thinking about this earlier, like over the break.
yeah, his contract goes through next season.
Yeah, this is why I like baseball and how their business side is kind of constructed. Because I think we talked about it before. Baseball doesn't have a salary cap, so they do have restrictions to the owners and how much they can spend and like stuff like that. But they don't have a salary cap, so that's why people give out $700 million contracts. However, when it comes to like trading a player with big contracts, a lot of times what owners do in baseball is they'll trade a player, um, but they also send money to that team they send them to cover the rest of the contract. You know what I'm saying? In the NBA, they don't really do that. You know, it's more so like 3 team trades and stuff like that. So I feel like it's kind of hard to move around these guys because there's a lot of guys are getting so much money.
Hmm.
There's so much money getting with the on these contracts where you can't really move them around. Whereas if the NBA had an infrastructure like the MLB where we could swap 2 guys and then have the owners or whatever GM just send money to the team, I feel like a lot of trades will work. But that's kind of why I enjoy the MLB off season and free agency stuff because it's very creative moves being done. So in terms of NBA trades, I don't really.
Yes, you got Cavs versus Knicks, Mavericks versus Warriors, Timberwolves versus Nuggets, Spurs versus Thunder, and then Rockets versus Lakers. Okay, okay, that's not bad. That's a good set of games. Literally, I do think the NBA needs to be more fair towards the East. All right, this year makes more sense to have more West games, but I feel like eventually in the future get the East a little bit more shine. Cause like, damn,
Ain't nobody to give shine to in the East, nigga. Like what?
bro, they could have had Bucks versus Knicks again. Christmas game.
They
That's a
could
fire
have.
Christmas
I ain't gonna
game.
lie. The Knicks Christmas Day games used to be my favorite
Could have
growing up.
Boston versus Lakers.
They did
But I
that.
guess
They
they
did
want
that.
they want KD versus LeBron again. That's if
Yeah,
LeBron even fucking play.
yeah.
But just to let y'all know, this might be the last episode y'all might see for us for a while, because for us being college students, semester almost over. Um, but if y'all want to see us do Zoom calls in terms of like episodes, and we try to kick that out to y'all, let us know. We'll probably do something that week of Christmas, low key, because there's a lot of good games happening that week that we could touch on, and then say like anybody get traded or something, just talk on that.
Yeah,
Um, honestly, I'm probably about to cut out like a good amount of this episode. Not a
yeah,
good amount, just like probably like good 5 minutes because we was rambling. That's Locker Room Logic, y'all. Episode 9.
yeah.
Not our
Um,
best episode, but
nah, we might see y'all next year.
yeah, they gonna see us next year.
Yeah.
They gonna.
Oh yeah,
Just
y'all
can't
gotta
just
see
quit
us
after
next year.
9 episodes, yo.
We made enough money,
No, what money?
bro.
What money, bro? Are we signed?
Listen,
I'm not gonna
put
lie.
put put your cash app at the bottom so they can scan it, bro.
No,
Well,
House
we
of
need to
Highlights.
get
Hit
paid.
us up,
We
yo.
need
Hit,
to
hit
get
us up.
paid, bro.
Um, but yeah, we do need to get paid, but in due time, the Lord got us. But yeah,
Yes.
that's episode 9, y'all.
Locker room logic,
Locker Room
episode
Logic.
9.
We catch y'all. Have a good Christmas. Enjoy for our college students. Enjoy y'all Christmas break. We need it.
Hell yeah.
Um, and then yeah, stay tuned.